clinic. I just have one consult this afternoon, but I just wanted to show you something. So a couple of weeks ago, I got a biopsy done on this mole that I had that was getting bigger and was getting darker, but you know, people just said, oh, you should get that checked out, but I never did, because it was just one of those things that, oh, it's just another thing to do, and it's get the skin check, it's another thing to do. But I finally prioritized that because I ended up thinking, okay, what if it is not just a mole, and I'd rather get that gone sooner rather than later. So I had the skin checked, got the biopsy back, and it ended up being high grade dysplasia, which basically means that the cells are starting to develop or turn, or it's very high likely that it could turn into melanoma or something along that line. So they're treating it like an early melanoma. So I went back and got it removed, and so there's like, you can kind of see there's a big line down there, and that's where the stitches are at the moment. So it's very tender and very sore, and I'll probably have a big chunk taken out of my arm. But this is just a little reminder that these kinds of things can be very sneaky, even if you wear the sun protection, even if you wear hats and long sleeves and not really in the sun. These sneaky, and they can look normal. So mine was symmetrical, it looked just like a mole. Even the doctors were torn on, it's just a mole, it's fine, it's malignant, it's, you know, nothing to worry about. It had symmetrical lines down the middle, but it ended up being something that shouldn't be there in the first place and could turn into something that shouldn't. Always get a second opinion, because I did go to 2 GPs and they were unsure as well. Go get a second opinion, go get your skin checked by experts, by skin cancer doctors and specialists and nurses, because they're really great at detecting these things. They see it, they go through this every single day. They've done specific training for this. It's so important to take care of yourself, including your skin, not just inside your body, but your whole body, everything in between. So this is just like a gentle reminder to go get your skin checked if you haven't done so. It's super easy, super quick. morning. It is a Friday. It is a clinic day. I have lots of things to do. And it is raining, which is amazing. We have needed rain for so long. Today, I need to do a lot of admin work. I have some treatment plans that I need to complete. I need to send off some pathology. I have consults, consult prep, and I have some new herbs that I want to show you a bit later as well, which is exciting. Yeah, I'm really trying to just get organized. I have a really big week next week. It's probably one of my biggest weeks that I've had so far. It's probably not big in other people's minds, but it's big for me. So I really want to prep for that as well, just so everything is set and that way I can just come in and have everything organized. But yeah, I have lots to do, so let's get started. I do like to do is when I do get new herbs, which I'll go through later, is to actually keep the packaging that it comes in. So all this bubble wrap, anything that it comes in, just keeping it somewhere stored. So when I am sending out products, compounded products, herbal tonics to my own clients who don't necessarily live close to my clinic, that way I can wrap their products so they're safe, but also just reuse packaging that's already been created, and that way we're just recycling packaging and just helping the earth a little bit. Like, obviously this isn't the best thing for the environment, but it just helps out a bit instead of me just throwing it away and getting extra stuff to potentially be put into landfill. So this is what I do, but I'm just unwrapping the new herbs that I have. So I have 2 new herbs for the dispensary, and I have 2 replacements because I am going through lots of herbs, which is super exciting. I do love to make herbal tonics. That is one of my loves, and I really want to get into more making herbal creams. I've found that I'm actually getting a lot more people that need herbal creams, which is awesome. So I want to get more into that and different things that I can kind of create, because I like to mix things together and whatnot. And for my online clients, so if you are obviously not in the area where my clinic is, that doesn't mean you still can't come and see me if you have things going on. I do take online clients, so if you are struggling with hormone health, immune health, digestion, stress, anxiety, anything of the kind, I am more than happy to help you. I've kind of just drilled down to really focusing on what is actually my purpose, and I've really come to the realization that I really want to help people who have struggled with something for so long and no one's kind of listening to them. That's one. And I just want to help people who are kind of at a means end. So they've gone down all the paths, they've just been turned away, or like things haven't been fully fixed or fully come to the ending of whatever's going on. And I really want to help them, because if something doesn't feel right for you, something isn't right. I really want to help people, especially with people who are burnt out, who have digestion issues, who have hormone issues, and stress is a major part of that. And that's why you can see on my website that I have a lot of stress related topic things, like my blog posts and whatnot, because stress and your lifestyle and what you kind of come in front of every single day has a major influence on your health and all the systems and processes within your health. I find that I love being that ear that someone needs just to talk through those things. I love that when they kind of connect the dots. That's really awesome in a consult, when you're talking through things and you're relaying back and they're just like, oh, okay, I did not realize that this connected to this, and it kind of makes sense to them. So I love that. But yeah, moral of the story is I do take online clients, not just in person. So if you are ever needing extra support, I'm here. I'll be looking into doing more products, more herbal creams, more things that you can purchase, like ebooks, masterclasses, workshops, webinars, courses, that kind of thing, in the future. I'm just working on the back end back end stuff right now. Yeah, I have lots of things in my mind. I just need to get it on paper. But if you have any topics that you would really be interested in learning more about, let me know. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Just send me an email. I'll be happy to help. So yeah, that was my little rant. But going forth, I did mention that I was doing a lot of herbal creams. So I got more herbal cream base. And I'll go through these herbs now. The first one is licorice. So licorice root is a great adrenal tonic. So it basically nourishes the adrenal glands. It helps improve the function and the tissues of the adrenal glands. So especially if someone's under a lot of stress, if they've had a significant amount of hormone output. What I mean by that is if they're like androgen excess. So if you have hair on your jaw, like females, if they have hair on their jaw or other places, if they're going through PCOS, this is a really good herb to help the adrenal glands just get back into balance. And it's really sweet, and it's also really viscous, so it's quite thick as well, so you kind of have to shake it up in order to mix it all together. The other replacement that I have is dandelion root. So dandelion root is a great herb for liver insufficiency. So that basically means if the liver isn't working as well as it should be. So dandelion root will help nourish the liver, but also help the excretion of bile. So bile is what's produced from the liver. It gets stored in the gallbladder, and bile is what is used to digest fats. So if we kind of are talking through a consult and someone says to me, I get constipated, I have fatty stools, they're really odorous, that's a clear indication that something's going on with the liver. So dandelion root is a really good herb to use for that, especially if someone is having all those three plus hormone imbalance, because liver is a big part of the hormone balance. So dandelion root is a great herb to use, and you can also get dandelion tea. Let's talk about the two additional herbs that I got for my dispensary. So I have purchased maritime pine. So this is a new herb, a pretty new herb. It's only through Herbal Extract Company that I can actually find it. But it is a high antioxidant, so it really helps with cardiovascular health and with any oxidative stress. So I thought this would be fabulous for the dispensary. It's a very cool herb. So I'm just gonna add that in. And then I also have dong quai. So dong quai is actually a Chinese medicine herb, and it's used for female reproduction issues that are going on. So absence of periods, person has PMS, dysmenorrhea. It's really good at nourishing the uterus, so it's a uterine tonic. So people going through endometriosis, that kind of thing, it's really good for that. So this is why I have this as well. So it's a good little addition to my dispensary. But I have to sort all of this out just because I keep getting herbs and I don't have space for them. So I have to shuffle things along, which is exciting. That means I'm seeing a variety of cases and I'm growing, which is what I want to do. So yeah, I'm gonna reshuffle all this and add these in. I also really need to make tea for myself, but I'm investigating making tea bags because I've done a poll on Instagram just saying what people's preferences are for tea, and the majority actually said tea bags. So I really want to investigate in creating tea bags for my calm digestion and my sleep tea. I also have another tea that I've formulated and prepared, I just haven't put together and marketed it. I've lost track of time. I have so many things, like this is what I've said, I have so many things in the back end that I've just haven't fully completed, even though it's very exciting. It's just I get caught up in doing other things. So I really want today to be a day where I'm organizing or just putting things in motion that I've put on hold, but I also have treatment plans to do. So yeah, we'll get what we need to get done done. over this side. So one day, all of this is going to be full of different herbs because there's so many herbs. And then this will I'll probably add some cupboards and stuff here so I can expand over that way. But 33 herbs, and I started out with 25. So I've gained 8 herbs. So that's pretty fun, pretty exciting. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Only on the shelf, so I have to shuffle everything again. So I actually have 34 herbs. Whoopsie daisies. So I'm gonna have to shuffle everything again to make room for this one. Had absent periods, so menstrual cycles, for about over 2 years, or maybe just had one a year, very irregular, and it kind of just happened out of nowhere. So we've just done some simple lifestyle changes, increasing water, making sure the bowel motions are happening every day. And then we had a herbal tonic, which is really about nourishing the ovaries, getting the HPO axis activated, so the hypothalamic pituitary ovarian axis. This is very common in people who have secondary amenorrhea. So if it's not influenced by exercise, under eating, or it's not anything else, what can happen is there can be a disconnect between the hypothalamus and pituitary gland and the ovaries, because what it does is the pituitary gland tells the ovaries when to secrete your hormones in order to ovulate. When this connection is disconnected, this is where you can find the secondary amenorrhea. So what we really were striving to do is really nourish the ovaries, reduce the stress levels, help the clearance of any toxins or built up hormones in the liver. The client was on the herbs for about 2 months so far, and she has got a period back, which is awesome, and it has been actually a decent period. It's not just light blood, it's actual like a normal period, which is amazing. So basically what we're going to do is continue on the herbs for a while, just until the periods are regular, and then we start to wean off, because the amazing thing about herbs is that it is really helping the processes, the tissues, the organs function. It is not just bringing back the period and then once you're off it, it will go away. It's actually changing chemicals and processes and bringing everything back into balance. So I am super happy. I'm super excited to see where this goes, and you know, it's not an easy journey, and I give props to anyone that's on this kind of health journey. Like, it's not easy. You have to be consistent and you have to be patient. In the long run, it is worth it. But yeah, I'm just super happy and super proud of the client, of their consistency and compliance, and doing now is just finishing off some admin stuff. I hope you're having a good day. If you're not, I encourage you to do something that will make you feel good. Each day is an opportunity to bring some good into the world, into your life. So go and do something that makes you feel good.